All right, we are back. And is everyone unmuted?
Hello.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
All right.
No.
All right. So, Demon, you went over to speak with the Wrights of the Ascent.
Like a sensible person.
Yes. Okay. So you get closer and you can see that these two arquebusiers, they are not combat models. They have been modified for construction purposes. Actually they probably weren't modified. They're probably purpose built. But they're definitely the arquebusier frame. They have that hunched over look to them.
Okay.
So yeah, but they're also sort of like taller and kind of have a ganglier look to them. And they have a multitude of construction tools like crane arms and buckets and so forth. And currently, they're sort of sidestepping about this building, which was clearly under construction. It's still under construction, obviously. It's surrounded by scaffolding, and they're basically being used to move supplies from ground level to various points around this building. So the Rights of the Ascent are monks, and so there's a bunch of monks in like royal blue celestial myriad robes, moving about. Quickly trying to work on this cathedral that was in the middle of construction when all hell broke loose. And over the radio, one of the Avi pilot comes and says, go to the west side, pick up that pallet of bricks and move it up there. There's also a pallet of mortar that needs to be moved up as well. Hurry.
Okay. Sure.
Do we just come here to get bossed around?
Isn't that what we always do?
As a reminder, y'all have -1 relationship with the Rights of the Ascent.
Oh.
And they consider you unworthy.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, Demon, what do you do?
I'll play their game for now.
Okay. So, a little bit of time passes. And by a little bit, I only mean like 10, 15 minutes of you helping with this. And then, Demon, you notice that there is a crowd gathering. Like just maybe about 10 people gathering near the entrance of the construction site. It has like a big chain link fence around it.
Okay.
That is frankly a huge pain in the ass for you because you're having to step over it every time.
Oh.
But not enough to be I mean, it could come up as an issue, but it has yet to. And so you see a crowd gathering outside of the main entrance, and they seem to be having some sort of heated argument with a pair of the Wrights at this entranceway.
Is there a way for me to listen in on what's going on?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're definitely close enough, and I think your Avi should be able to pick it up with its microphones. So, Yeah, you listen in, and it's a very disorganized group that has approached the monks. But there is someone at the front of them,
Oh.
and this woman, she is like sort of taking charge with the haranguing of the monks, telling them that they shouldn't be tending to the cathedral right now. They should be trying to help fix the damage to the town and put out the fires in the surrounding area. And the monks are saying that the cathedral was structurally damaged by the shaking caused from the fight and needs to be tended to as well. And that is their priority.
Well, I'm going to stop what I'm doing with the cathedral. And then I'm going to look over at the where the beast is and say things seem to be in control here. I'm going to assist the townsfolk.
One of the arquebusier pilots is like, we still need a hand. There's much work to be done. Get back to it. We can rebuild after the cathedral is sound. We can remake this town and make it better than it was.
Look, there's a lot of people who are going to go without homes and hungry tonight if we don't do this for them.
This cathedral's known for being built in a day.
Are you trying to convince them to help, or are you just trying to go?
I think I'm just trying to... I think I'm just trying to go at this point.
Okay. Then there's
Actually, no. Because I'm cold. So screw those townspeople. Never mind. I'll be like, yeah, no. So I'm going to help out with the cathedral.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. All right. You continue working on the cathedral, and you, I think out of the corner of your eye, you watch that there's some conspicuous activity amongst the 10 or so people in the crowd.
Okay.
You can't make out what it is at this time.
Ooh. Do I have... Let me see what I have. Can I try and use my scanners to see what they're doing, or?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I will push myself for a die. What's my position and effect here?
Your position is... I think it is... Yeah, I think it's probably controlled... limited.
If I shine a spotlight on them, can I get a better position or a better effect?
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm going to declare a spotlight on Hopper. And then, yeah, so controlled standard. I'll take it.
Hey, that's a 6.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you shine a spotlight on them and they freeze up, but you get a clear glint of some bottles, and through your venting over the scent of the strange scent of the dragon, you also can't catch the far more familiar scent of gasoline. These people, at least some of them, have Molotov cocktails.
Ooh.
Fun.
I think I'm just going to get on my comm and order them to back away.
Okay. So what do you say to them?
I say, return to your homes. Once the structure of the cathedral is intact, we will assist.
All right. What are you gonna roll?
Command?
That sounds ideal.
Okay.
So this is, yeah, it's still controlled. Let's see. This will be controlled standard
Excellent.
because you're an Avi and they are on foot.
Any devil's bargains?
Any devil's bargains? You garner the ire of townsfolk who are not part of this group.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
Okay.
Oh, and I think this will probably be controlled limited because I think lonely would probably have an effect here. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But I get 2 dice, so I'll take that.
Your heart's just not in it.
Control.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a 6.
Wow.
Turns out I could still do the job even when my heart's not in it.
Oh.
What a professional.
Oh.
Okay. So, the people, like, sort of put away or lower their bottles filled with flammables. And the woman who is leading the group points at you and says, "We'll remember this. I already told the mayor that this was a bad idea letting you outsiders in here, and now you're just proving that you're useless to us. Come on, everyone." And you hear her say to them, "We've got people to dig out of the rubble." And they
Oh.
leave. They have dispersed. And you can see in the glow of the streetlights of the town, you can see some faces, because this is the market square that the cathedral faces onto and that the dragon is lying in. And you can see faces looking out from windows in the light of the town's streets. And they witness this exchange. It will not be forgotten. All right, so
Why does success feel so bad?
Team Dragon,
What's up?
Tower or
You
pit,
dumbass.
Tower or Pitchfork. Are either of you going to do anything while Spade is?
Yeah, you'll have some good obbies and kind hearts. Maybe you can cover some stuff while Demon and I are doing our dumb shit.
Yep.
I mean, technically, I think I'm most useful here helping those people clear rubble and stuff. That's what Bert is good at, but I need to hold this dragon down, so...
Oh no, the dragon's held down by my obby. There was a whole
Completely,
thing.
though?
It's restrained.
Yeah, I would with that
got
crit. I would
crits,
say that it is like because that got you great effect with that crit. So I would say that the magpie is pretty single-handedly boa constrictoring this this dragon, and
That's solid.
like if the situation changes, the magpie being like unpiloted, that might not be enough to keep the dragon in check. But for now, it's fine.
Okay.
A hand sticks out of the mouth and goes a thumbs up. That doesn't happen, but that's what happens in my heart.
I'm gonna go help those people. Then I'm gonna tell Tower and Spade to call me.
You can't reach you can't reach Spade.
Right, just Tower then.
You try and contact Spade over the radio and you get static.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, you're inside a dragon. You got Vord.
Yeah, but like radio waves still go places.
They go through dragon flesh scales?
I mean, that's how. Transceiver, like I've got. Okay, well that's fine.
If you want to declare a long-range transmitter, I will say that has the power to push through, but just your throat mic transceivers, those are very much a short-range device, so they don't have the power to reach through the dragon's hide and feathers.
Okay, then I'd like to do a quick flashback, which is just a small series of communication tugs. Like, okay, 2 is I need you to pull me out. 3 is I need you to pull me out right now immediately. And like 1 is pass me something or something. Like
Okay.
here's a kit that I probably won't need. But if I do need it, I'll tug once.
Okay.
Right, because you got a rope on you.
Have fun being Vord.
Okay.
I'll be here to unvor you.
I'm gonna try to not enjoy this because I don't want to deal with that on my psyche for the rest of my life. So
Yeah.
I'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't die.
That I can't promise.
Okay.
Go in there.
I think that's a zero stress flashback. You had lots of opportunity to set that up.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pitchfork, you're going elsewhere.
I think I probably saw what just happened across the square, maybe, or at the very least, I've seen, these buildings collapsed, and like maybe I hear people trapped or whatever, and that's kind of what Bert is good at. So,
Yeah. Okay. So you're just gonna go start helping to clear rubble.
yeah.
All right. So you find there's a number of like groups sort of working haphazardly, individuals trying to dig people out, and there's also this one very organized group led by that woman from the cathedral who is directing people to move the stones with like a bucket line style process, and is organizing a triage area. She is just all over the place organizing folk.
I don't think she needs help. I think the people who are not organized need help. So I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
Oh God. I hope Keiko knows what she's doing. This feels like a 2-part thing, sort of, where one of it's like me actually using Bert to clear things, and the second part is commanding them to help me, or like to cooperate with me in an effective way.
Yeah, those are definitely 2 different tasks you could tend to.
Yeah, I think the first thing is a modify.
Yeah, modify could work here.
Okay. Just to get the biggest pieces out of the way first.
Mm-hmm. And to do so safely.
Yeah. Position and effect.
I I think at this time it is still controlled standard.
Okay. Well, 2d6 controlled standard modify. Oh my god! Look at that crit.
Ooh.
2 crits today. Holy shit.
Yeah, y'all have some good
We're
luck.
doing good on this terrible plan.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you work fast and you worked carefully, and you managed to pluck large chunks of rock away and sort of gently, insofar as well, I guess with a crit, it's pretty gentle, sweep away some of the smaller stuff. You're able to clear lots of room for people on foot to get working on the stuff that is just outside of the scale of Bert.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's let's see, I am going to start a clock. Let's see, and then I am going to put in 3 ticks because you got a crit on standard. And this one is Wander's Goodwill. So, working towards the locals thinking fondly of your group. At the same time,
Minus Harrow.
I'm also starting this clock of Wander's Distrust. That's only a 4 tick.
So easy. It's so hard to be good and then so easy to slide into terrible.
Yeah.
It's easier to ruin relationships than it is to build them.
Don't remind me of that.
Okay, so Pitchfork, you said you also wanted to try and command them?
Yeah, I think I'm going to, first of all, get out of Bert, and also declare a suit, and get in as close to, like, you know, I'm assuming there's still, like, stuff on fire and stuff, and it's dangerous, so...
Yeah, there are some flames going.
I'm gonna declare the suit and, like, get in as close as I can and see what's going on so I can direct people to where they need to go safely.
Okay. So, now that you're closer to the fire, you can tell that there's actually 2 kinds of fire burning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was hard to tell before because you didn't have, 1, this proximity, and 2, such a direct comparison. But there is one type of fire that has a far more even, like, yellow-white coloration. And then there's... And also this fire doesn't really spread on top of that. And then the other fire is a more, like, natural, extremely smoky, red, orange, yellow, burning building kind of coloration, and that does spread.
Are the 2 connected at all?
The 2 types of flames?
Yeah. Like, does one make the other, or are they completely separate?
I don't think that Pitchfork can judge that just from... This would require... Further information would require study or survey or some other form of gather information.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm, like, concerned with that all that much right now. I think really it's just telling people to avoid any flames.
Stay away from all the fire.
Yeah. So, command.
Are you participating in? Well, what are you commanding them to do?
I'm like trying to direct people. Like I'm trying to get, because I have a suit, so I can get in to places where there's maybe more fire, and like see people who are trapped that might be hard to see otherwise. And I mean, also I think I'm gonna try to pull people out, but I think the main purpose is to organize these people and get them to work effectively while also trying to do what I can.
Okay, well, if you're leading by example, you don't roll command. If you're just directing a group, then you roll command.
Okay.
If you're leading by example, you roll whatever it is that you would normally, but you get improved effect and position as appropriate for the group that you're leading.
Okay. What am I rolling then? Is it prowl?
I mean, there's a lot of things it could be. It could be finesse, prowl, could be engineer, it could even be wreck. Depending upon how you go about this, really. I guess, like, are you trying to maneuver into inaccessible spaces? Then it would probably be prowl. Are you trying to carefully remove stuff? That would probably be finesse. Are you systematically removing the rubble? That would probably be engineer. Are you just, like, putting your back into it? That would probably be wreck.
Because it says, when you wreck, you act with brutal force. You might lift a car off a wounded companion, or you might smash through a locked door, which I think is kind of what's going on here. So I think that is actually a wreck.
Okay, so you tell everyone to heave ho. And
I will push myself for that. So I have 2 dice. And is it position and effect?
Position, since you're actually going into the flames yourself, that'll be risky.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
do I have any tools for this that I could use?
it'll probably be standard effect. Yeah, it'll be standard effect.
Okay. Risky, standard, wreck, big money, no whammies. Hey, that's a 6.
That is a 6.
Oh, what a good day. What a good day.
We're so good at this game.
Well, we'll see how Spade goes, but...
Listen, okay, no, this is like such a huge part of what our like squad is designed to do, to like go in and clear out rubble and help people, and we're doing the good thing, y'all. We should do this more.
Yeah. So that gets you another 2 ticks on Wander's goodwill. The people see you leading by example. You would have only gotten 1 tick if you had commanded. But they see you putting your own skin in the game, even if it is protected by an environment suit. And you're working away, you're sweating, you're getting people cleared out of this rubble. Let's see, I think... no, I don't think I'm going to start a separate clock for people trapped in the rubble. I think that can be sufficiently represented by the goodwill. Tower, what are you up to?
I mean, I don't know what else I can do except, like, wait for Spade to start dying and then make that not happen. You know? Like, I don't know what else I can be doing here.
Mary, it's your turn to sit in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm just sort of on standby, just holding a rope.
Okay. So, Spade.
Hey,
It's dark in here.
weird.
You probably have headlamps, though, as part of your environment suit.
Yeah.
You can imagine that it probably smells awful. Thank God you have the environment suit again. And you are Squirming your way through the interior of this beast, it presses in on you.
Gotta wiggle.
Yeah.
I know that I volunteered this upon myself, but I'm actually going to X-card some stuff, just because I am claustrophobic and would like to
Okay.
avoid that. So,
Yep.
thanks.
Thank you for letting me know. All right. So, you get to the area that you suspect the most damage has been done. Well, I think that you suspect that there's probably two areas where damage has been done. The initial area is just right behind the skull, where that broken lump is.
Mhm.
And then the second one is somewhere deeper in the beast's torso. Where do you want to start?
Well, do I want to? Well, okay. I think what I want to do is I want to do the one that I can reach, right, without getting completely in there, and then go and do the hard stuff by the back. So, like, once I've done the hard stuff, I don't have this other thing to worry about. So I'm gonna do the jaw first, I think.
Okay.
So.
All right. This will be risky limited.
Okay.
I mean, could I? No, I can't afford the stress. Oh, we still have an extra stress box, though. Is there a way I could help with this?
Okay.
So to be clear, there's the limited effect comes from two things. The first is scale, and the second is that you're just unfamiliar with the anatomy of this creature.
That's fair. Okay. I'm looking at my gear because I'm gonna declare something. I don't think I have, like, just straight up and down medical supplies. Or at least not listed. I guess
Yeah.
I do have some empty boxes I could fill, I guess. I'm also looking at. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You could declare your engineering tools as being medical tools.
I could. I probably will. Yeah. I also wanted to ask about the air guns, darts, and syringes.
Mm-hmm.
The darts can be filled with drugs, chemicals, or biological agents. Does that assume possession of drugs, chemicals, and biological agents, or does that also have to be declared, like, separately?
Let's see. The bandolier is what contains the uses. So you'd have to declare the bandolier, and that would give you 3 uses of whatever. And then the air gun, darts, and syringes is the tools to use it outside of putting it in someone's food or throwing it in their face or forcing them to inhale it, or just if it's basically if you need any kind of tool to apply the drug or agent, then you want the air gun, darts, and syringes.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm definitely gonna mark bandolier. Does that count as towards my vehicle?
No, that's
Wait.
pilot load.
Okay, cool. So I'm up to 3 pilot load. I should have gotten heavy. So I've got that. I feel like it probably has the, like, blood clotting stuff that just makes it stop bleeding.
So you don't actually have to declare the contents until you use them.
Oh, cool. Well, that's what I intend to use. So I'm taking that to help. So does that make one of them better? Like a standard or...
Yeah, okay, I'll give that standard effect.
Cool.
You're using some kind of clotting agent to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to roll engineer for my doctor.
How many dice do you have?
I have 2.
Okay.
I'm really nervous because everything should go good, but oh man, that's when it goes bad. So Mm. That's a 6.
Oh,
It's a 6 and a 1.
Oh,
oh boy.
How many is that in a row now?
Don't count, it'll jinx it.
Yep.
Just accept.
Yeah, so what does the coagulant look like as you apply it?
I think it's like a foam that, like, on contact with blood, like, makes it harden into coagulant.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so you spray that on, and I think as you're like spraying it on and it's sort of like shifting about the wound some, there's actually a moment where you can see the light from outside coming in through the wound.
Oh God. Oh man. That's
Yeah.
rough.
But you managed to clear out
feel like
the
happened.
any outside materials and then seal it up. And despite being a success, you take another tick of
That's fair.
your suit dissolving.
I'll take it.
Yeah, because it's the you realize while you're here that these two lumps are glands that this creature uses to produce whatever chemical it is that is creating that smell and was leaking from the burst gland.
I probably should have just removed it.
So
Well, that would have been really rude to the creature that's like declawing a thing just because I don't like it. Yeah, that follows. But does that like does that stem the leaking of the fluid outside at least?
yes, there's no further leakage coming from this creature's burst gland. Only every so often it coughs up some blood.
Oh,
Just the stuff that's in already. That's fine. All right. Well, I'm gonna head further in, and we can switch to someone else if you would like, or we can keep going.
Okay. Let's see. Who would notice this? Tower, since you are unoccupied, I think you're the one who notices this.
okay.
You see a dropship arriving, and
Well,
it's flying in and landing on the airfield.
Friend.
okay.
Spade,
Could be.
Spade, what's the symbol of Doctors Beyond Stars?
Oh, thank Christ! I thought it was gonna be Lady Elrith. It's probably like a caduceus, but it's
like-
instead of snakes, it's asteroids.
Interesting.
I like that.
Okay.
Asteroids, not asteroids, but comets. That's comets. This would
Comets. Nice. Even better.
That's very good.
Okay, so Caduceus with comets instead of snakes. All right. So this dropship comes in, and it hovers for a little bit as it's presumably trying to get a hold of the air control tower, and then it sets down somewhere. And tower, you can, yeah, you spot this woman and a crowd of people heading towards the airfield.
Do I recognize any of them?
The woman leading the crowd was the same one who was at the cathedral leading that group.
Okay. I hate the situation we're in. I'm very scared. I mean, see, I don't want to move because if I do, then I'm not going to be able to, like, pull you out of this dragon thing. I'm not going to be able to unvor you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, What direction is the crowd headed in?
They are headed towards the airfield.
Okay, coming from here? Or coming from somewhere else?
Coming from like the edge of the market.
Okay. And they've got the Doctors Beyond Stars logo going, right?
The dropship at the airfield does, yes.
Am I close enough to see if they themselves do?
Ye- Do you want to give me a roll to examine them?
Yes, maybe, if I'm competent. Give me a second. I have nothing in either study or survey.
Well, you're in your Avi. You could use analyze or scan.
I could use analyze. Have analyze. Yeah, I'll roll.
If you push yourself, even one die gives you a 50% chance.
Well, I've got one in analyze. Oh shit! I just
Okay, so you're
accidentally exited out of the roll 20. Because I'm a competent lesbian, I promise. Roll 20. Ooh.
okay.
That's a 5.
Hey.
All right. So I am going to tick the Wander's Distrust clock.
Why? What did I do? I just
Just
looked at some people.
You're right. Looking at people, studying them intensely, analyzing them, you might say, has never made anyone uncomfortable.
Look.
Of course, this is a
I'm a
controlled position.
delight.
This is a controlled position. Do you want to refuse this consequence and also refuse the success?
How many ticks is it?
It's just one.
Okay, fine.
Just one. All right.
Have you
Just
know
one, he
the
says.
tower is a fucking delight? They've never made anyone uncomfortable ever. And that's a blatant lie. It's what they'll say if confronted.
Okay.
Aren't you that one wanted for murder?
So you have a good look at the crowd, and you can see that they're still carrying the tools that they were using to dig people out. They don't have any Doctors Beyond Stars iconography. What they do have is things like pickaxes, shovels, crowbars,
Oh.
and a distrustful disposition.
So, not Doctors Beyond Stars backup. Fun. I assume I have no way to communicate this to Spade, so I'm just gonna sit here and stew.
You could communicate it to Demon or Pitchfork.
Yeah, I could. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mark off a throat mic.
Okay, so what do you tell them?
I'm just gonna say, hey, if you've got optics on the crowd coming in, they are not who we were expecting, and I think they might have stolen that ship.
Oh, to be clear, these people are heading to the airfield where the ship just landed. They are not coming from the ship.
Okay, that's okay. That's why I was so scared, because I thought they were coming off of the ship for some reason. Okay, well, the people going towards the airfield are, I think the people you just were hanging out with, but there is a Doctors Beyond Stars ship that just landed. So I think Spade's reinforcements are here. Maybe if things don't go horribly wrong, then hopefully.
That might be dangerous. The people are riled up.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one out there with the people. Do you know a way of getting them unriled so we can get, a backup team in here, get some help with both this situation and just what's going on in the town?
Well, you could try talking to them.
I could try talking to them. Excuse me?
Look, I think you've got this.
You think I've got this?
What do you think you should do?
I don't know. I think I should make sure that Spade doesn't die inside this dragon. That's what I think I should do.
Is this the first that Demon's hearing about the dragon plan?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What do you mean? I thought the situation was under control.
It is. Spade is just inside the dragon instead of outside the dragon.
What?
Some things happened. Not in like an eaty way, like in a climby way. Like in a climbing inside the belly of the beast to like stitch things up way.
Look, you have better eyes on the situation than I do here. I need you to intercept those people and keep them from doing anything. I will be there shortly.
Does it count if I'm playing into someone else's belief? Because I just looked over at Demon's sheet again, and our bond is Co refuses to see how Core's actions affect the squad.
That is exactly what you've done.
It's your own beliefs that you struggle because of that you get XP for.
Oh.
Embodying someone else's belief is just proving them right.
I think you deserve some sort of experience.
Just affirming a belief get experience.
I mean, if you struggle because of it, then yes.
Oh boy, am I. Because my belief for Spade is just, what the fuck, essentially, in more flowery terms, but just...
True.
Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you like this? And you're my responsibility now.
So the actual wording is, Coriander seems lost. I want to help them find their way before they get us killed.
So, you know... God.
I just saluted. It's fine.
Yep. We're all very good at this. And I think I'm gonna give the rope 2 quick tugs and then like sort of not hover but like not blast off, but you know what I mean, like sort of shoot off towards the crowd and just sort of like get on top of a building so I can keep an eye on what's going on. Because, you know, I have no excuse for this. I just...
Yep.
This is so bad.
Spade feels the 2 tugs, and then feels the rope go slack, and then goes, this is fine.
What I love about this is the fact that you set up what tugs mean when you do them, Spade, but you have no idea what 2 tugs from tower means. You didn't set that up.
Oh my god.
Also, you're being tugged by an AV, so it's like,
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So, Tower, you rush off towards the airfield, and because you have a mobility suite, you're able to catch up to the crowd just before they reach the airfield. You can see that there is a very organized group of medics beginning to offload equipment and personnel from the dropship on the airfield, with the crowd approaching them, starting to holler and shout at them. It doesn't seem like the medics have recognized the threat the crowd poses yet.
Okay. I'm bad at talking to people.
I mean, you're in an Avi, you could physically impose yourself between the two.
I'm worse at that. And I have nothing in command. I have one in consort and one in sway, and I have nothing in any relevant skills.
Do what you think you should. I can help.
I mean, I think I want to just like, without. See, I don't even have like a good like audio system or something like that. Like, I don't have a speaker or anything, so I can't just be like.
Oh, you can
composing voice.
You can like have a mic or speakers built into your Avi. It's just that the empath has a fine broadcast system.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of assumed that you can, just talk through your Avi to crowds.
So I think I'm just gonna yell. I'm terrible at this.
That's what you yell at the crowd. I'm terrible at this.
No, I think I sort of mutter that into like the throat mic before flipping on the the speaker switch and just yelling like, "These people are here to help. Don't fuck their shit up. Or I'll fuck your shit up." I told you I was bad at this.
All right, what are you rolling?
I have nothing in command.
Sounds like a command to me.
It does. I would like to use tactical genius to assist without taking stress.
I'm gonna push myself. So please give me a die.
Yep, hold on.
God.
I'm marking a use of tactical genius. There we go. And so you're going to get a die.
Yep.
And you're going to get what is your position and situation here?
The position and situation. Let's see. The position is risky. The effect is standard.
Okay. Could I get to controlled standard?
Yeah, I'll increase your effect. I'll just come over the comms and remind you, Tower. You were in a 30-foot robot.
Like 15 feet.
You were in a 15-foot robot. You tower over these individuals. Use that to your advantage.
I also have flame decals.
Oh no!
I don't have flame
my god! I didn't even think of that.
That's imposing, right? Just take on me in the background. Okay, 2d6.
Really? Not we didn't start the fire?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's those people over there, or Lady Elrith, or the dragon.
It's
One of them.
Lady Elrith.
It's a short song.
Okay. That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Hey.
So, do you want to take the consequence and the success?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So that's definitely increasing the distrust of the
I
town.
wonder.
Yeah. So you impose
I'm
your
already up to 6 stress.
you impose yourself between the crowd and the medics, and you tell them to leave the medics alone, or you'll fuck them up. And the crowd understandably hesitates because they've got like pickaxes, and you have a mech. You have an Avi. They know that those are, dangerous, even on the smaller side.
And even on the smaller side, they're still like twice the height of any, like the tallest person there.
Absolutely.
Be like getting kicked by an 18-wheeler. Okay.
Yep. All right. So yeah, they stop, and they're like looking at you, and the woman stepping forward, she says, "How can we trust them not to just try and impose themselves upon our community like those monks have.
Look. Oh, Jesus. How do I handle this situation? I, like, tap the throat, like, how do I handle this situation?
Oh God.
And as a reminder, you have an open frame cockpit, so they can see
they
you.
can see me talking. They can see me being bad at this.
So they're asking how they can trust.
Yeah, like, I want to say something along the lines of, like, my friend is here, they'll be reined in, don't worry, like, you know what I mean?
If they're doctors, they're not.
Yeah, it's, they're not here to fucking evangelize you, like, they're just here to build some temporary shelters and get people clean water. Like, you know, is that the right tack to go for?
Sounds good.
I mean, yeah, I think I just, like, flip the speaker switch and just say, like, really? They're fucking doctors. They're not here to evangelize your shit. They're not here to convert you to some religion. Like, they just want to get you clean water. It's
What do you
I
want
don't
to
have a good
roll?
argument for this, but I don't think this is a command anymore. Could this be potentially a sway?
Absolutely.
It sounds like sway. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the 1d6 on here and see how it goes, cause fuck it. 2.
Oh, it begins.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay. So this was controlled. I think we forgot to establish that. But because you have them, since you have cowed them somewhat, this was a controlled position as opposed to
Okay.
risky. So, because it was controlled, you can take a different direction, or you can drop the subject to avoid the consequences. But taking a different direction means you have to roll something other than sway, and dropping the subject means you have to not engage with the topic anymore.
I mean, I don't know what other direction I would go from, like...
Oh, or you could push forward, attempt sway again from a risky position.
Yeah, could I do that and take a, either get assisted or take stress, potentially?
So what happens is the woman leading them says, the monks said that they were just going to come here and build their cathedral, and they got the permits against the wishes of the locals, thanks to that fucking mayor of ours. And now you say these doctors don't want to do anything? You think we can trust you interlopers? No. No, we
Look,
cannot.
I get that you don't want to trust interlopers, and I understand that. But if it comes down to it, I will work to I and the rest of my sort of group can make sure that they leave and that they don't do anything out of what you want them to do. And they don't do anything that's out of their domain in helping. And if you really want them to leave, they'll leave. But believe me when I say that things could go very bad here very soon, and I think some doctoring will be in order.
All right, that's risky limited.
Okay. Please help me.
You got anything going on over there, Pitchfork?
Maybe I should just show up?
Yeah, so far you've been the most helpful.
Yeah,
so,
you've
like,
been. I mean, because I can help, but it's got a different slant to it. than-
Yeah.
Can I show up with some of the people who I've been pulling people out of the rubble with?
I think that would be a good sort of.
I think getting those people to come with you would probably require a flashback, but yes, you could.
Yeah.
So, although you can show up, but at this point, Tower's done the damn deed. So they're going to have to roll.
Yeah.
But you are on site now, so you can assist.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna add that we've been pulling people out, like they're hurt, they need doctors.
Yeah.
Okay, so what benefits are you giving to Tower?
I've only got one die right now, so.
Probably an extra die then, yeah, because we only have one thing.
I appreciate you.
All right, so mark the stress.
Yep.
Also, I think that bringing these people over, I think that's a 1 stress flashback.
That's fair.
Still risky limited?
Yeah, it's still risky limited.
That's a fucking 3? Are you fucking kidding me?
God,
I crave death. Oh my god.
now might be a good time to resist.
Yeah. I mean, I want to know what the consequence is. I'm gonna resist either way, but I just want to see what the approach for it would be.
Well, it's that Wander's distrust fills.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford that. I'm gonna roll. Is it?
How are you resisting?
I'm not sure. I mean, would it be just based on what I've been doing? Would it be a resolve resist?
No, I mean narratively, what are you doing?
I mean, I think, like, I'm very tempted to just sort of say, like, because I feel like what I want to do in this situation would still fill points on the distrust clock, because, like, what my instinct is here is to, like, just wade through the crowd and, like, make a path for the doctors to get through and to start doing their work.
Yeah, you could do that. I think,
What if you got out of your RV?
Yeah, that would be good.
and make the path like that?
Yeah, I think just jumping down and
Okay. I think that would be
through.
resolve. Because
Okay.
you're not using your physical ability to push your way through this crowd. I don't think that you reasonably could without a roll of its own, but you're sort
Yeah,
of just...
no, that's not what the intention was.
Yeah, I mean, just my thought on that. I mean, I don't know coming from Tower's perspective, but it would be like showing more vulnerability and be like, hey, look, no, this is seriously.
Like, I'm willing to put myself at risk to get this done because I know that this is what needs to be happening, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So give me a resolve roll.
That's a 6.
Woo!
Wow.
I take no stress.
No stress. All right. So, let's see. The clock does not fill. However, someone trips you as you're moving your way through the crowd. Just someone being just a bully. You're showing your vulnerability, and they're taking advantage of that. So take level 1 harm scraped.
Can I suggest a different level 1 harm?
What's that?
Humiliated?
Also works.
Oh.
I just think narratively it's better.
Yeah. Okay. But God, that wasn't a success though. You weren't that, so you still haven't managed to convince them to let the crowd through. You've
I
just
mean, yeah, at this point,
shown vulnerability.
I am just trying to lead the crowd through by myself at this point. Like, I think I've given up trying to convince people, and I'm just doing the best I can to
Yeah.
get them through.
So so like I said, that was resisting a failed roll. So they have not been convinced to leave the doctors alone. You just staved off any sort of outbreak of violence by putting yourself in a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
But Pitchfork's also on scene now and has a crowd of supporters.
Yeah, I mean, I think, can I just sort of like very quietly sort of say, just, hey, some backup would be nice here, and just sort of motion to make sort of almost a barrier around the group. If Pitchfork is in on that.
What do you want to do exactly?
Like, I want to make, like, just... I want to give the doctors some protection to sort of get out of the airfield and get to where they can be doing the most work. Like, almost like a I don't know what it's called, like a...
Human barrier?
Not a human barrier, but almost like a... Can't remember...
I don't think we have enough people for that. Like, I wouldn't bring...
Not even like a human barrier, just like a... Even just a you, like, leading the back of the crowd kind of thing.
Sorry,
like,
what was that, Takuma?
Like almost like a security force.
Oh, an escort?
Kind of thing. Like an escort, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't leave all those people still stuck and, like, take all these people with me. I would probably bring, like, 3 or 4 of the townsfolk with me to try to convince them to stand down instead of bringing
that's sort of... I was having trouble mouthing what I was supposed to be saying. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
So, Pitchfork, what are you doing?
I want to diffuse the situation, and I want to use Everybody Hurts for that. And I mean, I want to help Tower also with what they're doing, but I think that that's not enough, and that's not going to fix the situation right now. So I'm just gonna, like, maybe this is a setup for like a group action with the both of us, but
yeah,
that can be a thing.
I think that makes the most sense.
So yeah, I want to use Everybody Hurts, because I think that, you know, I've been talking to these people that are with me as we made our way over, like, to try to figure out what this other group is really feeling. Although, I mean, they've talked about it too, but I think I really understand a bit better than Tower or Demon does right now.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, try to like, oh, we just pulled, you know, like 20 badly injured people out of the rubble, and there's nowhere near enough supplies or doctors to go around. Like, do you really want to be doing this right now?
Okay, so what are you going to roll for that setup action?
Commander a sway. I don't know if I have different effect on those.
Let's see. Commander sway. I mean, either of them's going to be risky.
Yeah.
And I think both are going to be limited, frankly.
If that's the case, I'll do a command. I'm going to push myself.
Well, you're using Everybody Hurts, right?
Oh.
Are you still using that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can, because you can sense how these people are feeling, and then sort of tailor your commands to that, right?
Okay.
So, what does it look like as you reach out with your empathic powers?
Um, so like I'm in the suit. I take like a helmet or something, or like lift a visor, and um, I'm like getting as close to them as possible. I think. Like maybe I'm even going right up to that woman that was leading them,
Okay.
and just very openly trying to make my case, like face to face.
And
Yeah.
reaching out with your empathic abilities. Okay, so mark your special armor,
Okay.
and what you sense from the people here, the people who came with you, you sense gratitude from them. The people being led by this woman, you sense fear coming from them. Except for like 2 or 3 people in the crowd who you can't pinpoint, and the woman leading them herself. And from them, what you sense is is there like greed isn't quite the right word, but you get the sense that they are here to build power.
I don't like that.
Ambition, maybe?
Maybe ambition. But clearly they are here with a purpose.
Is it like opportunistic, or do they?
Yeah, it feels more planned than opportunistic.
Oh. Great. Oh.
So yeah, you gonna roll that command?
Yeah. So then does extending that special armor get me an extra die then? Is that what it
Yeah,
does?
you push yourself. You get both the special effect of the ability, and you also count as pushing yourself. So you get the normal
okay.
benefits as well.
Gotcha. So risky limited command. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh man.
Oh boy, that's a
That's a
Oh,
3.
jeez.
I'm also gonna resist this, I think.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's quite there yet. Risky. Maybe it is there. Yeah, so you're right up close to her. And I know you're going to resist this, so you feel a knife bury itself in your gut.
Oh. Rough. Oh.
Fuck.
God, there's so many things I want to do right now.
So how do
I
you
guess-
resist that?
I think this is a physical.
Fair.
Yeah, I think this is prowess.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 3 dice.
That would be a level 2 harm, by the way.
Am I allowed to take armor to reduce it further after the resist roll?
Yep.
Okay, I will probably do that. So I will roll this first. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a crit. Heal 1 stress.
Okay.
Woo!
And then I will take armor to reduce it to 0.
All right. So, what does it look like as you block this attempt, and then it glances off your armor?
I think it's like my arms were just down at my sides, and I think I see this at the last moment and just like knock their hand coming in like to the side.
Okay, so she goes to stab you very covertly, and you knock her hand to the side, and instead of like getting into a gap in your armor, it glances off of the side of it. And let's see. I think that will end here for the moment, with this tense standoff between Pitchfork and Tower and this crowd of hooligans. Demon is coldly working away at the cathedral,
Oh,
and Spade is
Not for long.
up to
Literally
Core's
in the
eyeballs in dragon guts.
Literally in the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
This is fine.
thank you everyone so much for joining us. I'm Austin Ramsey. I'm the creator of Beam Saber, and I've been your host and GM for this evening. You can find me on Twitter at NotAnIn. And as always, this stream is presented by You Don't Meet in an Inn, an actual play podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a diverse rotating cast. If you want to catch up on past episodes of Beam Saber, you can do so in MP3 format at beamsaber.libsyn.com or on iTunes. You can also watch our VODs on this Twitch channel or on the YouTube channel of You Don't Meet in an Inn. And of course, you can find You Don't Meet in an Inn itself on iTunes and also at youdon'tmeetinanin.libsyn.com. And tonight, I was joined by Sean.
Hello, everybody. I've been Sean. You can find me on Twitter at HyenaSpots with a Z, where I occasionally show miniatures I've been painting. I'm going to work on doing a little bit of writing here and there. So just come check it out. I'll let you know what I'm up to on Twitter.
Thank you. And Ray.
Hey, I have been and am still Ray. You can find me on Twitter at RayRayTheGayGay, where I don't really do much, but sometimes I'll post myself being angry about politics or art. You know, the usual.
Yep. Sasha.
I'm Sasha. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_Renell. You can find my game Spindle Wheel, which is a tarot-like storytelling game, at tinyurl.com/spindlewheel-open-beta. You should play it. It's good.
Nice. And Takuma.
hey, I'm Takuma. I'm on Twitter at Takuma_Okada_. I am writing and playing games and music and making food. That's actually on Twitter more than I thought it was. So food is also there.
Food is good. All right. So thank you everyone for joining us for this dragon gut-filled adventure. And I hope that you will be here next week for the continuation of the Dragon Guts. So before I say good evening, I want everyone to remember to fight the war and not the soldier. See you later.